What's going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video review. Today we're going to take a look at Bilbo Baggins from Asmus Collectibles, and you can pre-order this figure at bigbadtoystore.com. Just click the link down below. I know this has been released a while back, but it looks like they're making a second run of it. And honestly, I kind of overpaid for this one. This was on sale on Big Bad for like $120 for the longest time, and I didn't get it. So now after that, I had to hunt him down because it just, went on just on a tear. Now it's not sold out. So I went on eBay and purchased this one, but I got it for a good price. Not as good as the one on Big Bad Toy Store, but decent nonetheless. Let's take a look at this figure. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so at first I wasn't sold on Bilbo because he was a bit more expensive than the other hobbits. And I don't know why. I still don't know why. But, for the right price, why not? So I kind of got him almost the same price as Frodo. And you can make the argument that Frodo's more important. I'm more of a fan of Lord of the Rings than The Hobbit. Although this, this quarantine period, I have a brand new appreciation for the movie The Hobbit. We binge watched it, and I loved it. I got Thorin not too long ago, and now Bilbo, and I'm really happy that I have him in my collection. As you can see here, he got assortment of hands. He got this nice backpack that has some leather bits into it. Looks like something's peeling there, and you can see it's nicely made. The material, the tailoring, the stitching in here is pretty good. Now if you live in an area where pleather is not that not that great, there's a lot of humidity in your area, this might not be might last, so you might want to put some products into it. He also comes with this sword. I forgot the name of the sword. Is it Sting or something like that? The one that glows blue, the one that he handed off to Frodo. This one, I try to remember. There's really no instructions where to put this. He comes with a sheet, but he didn't really wear the sword though. It has the little glow on it, which is pretty awesome because my backdrop while I was filming this was my D12, who has like a blue LED lighting on it, so it was kind of like on my camera it's reflecting, but I guess it didn't capture it here, which is it's okay. But there's a lot of details on this sword. He also comes with this pipe, which is we've seen before from Gandalf and some of the hobbits before. This is made out of rubber, so even though it's long, you're not gonna, well, I guess unless you try to break him in half, but it's pretty durable. It's made out of rubber, and it's not gonna snap unless, I guess, you really try to. But yeah, it comes with decent amount of accessories for $170. It comes with a map, and this is the map, I guess, for where they're going. Their quest with Thorin to that mountain. I forgot the name of the mountain. And then it's nicely done. It's nicely printed. He comes with his diary, I believe. This is his journal where he's inputting. You see the BB there, and there's actually text inside of here, which is pretty awesome. I did attempt to read it, but it is pretty darn good by Asmus to include all of this. It's I don't know if it's accurate or not, but it's still pretty impressive that each pages are printed individually as well. So it's not like they copied and pasted one. And then you got a picture for Bilbo Baggins there, and you got the contract from with Thorin, where he signs as a thief. This is all good for picture purposes, but they're a bit fragile. I don't know what I just put him on a box. And the thing is, if you put this back in the box, where I live in Chicago, so I don't want to put this in a box, and then I normally store my box in my garage where it's cold. I believe it's gonna create some damage to these guys, so it's better to put them indoors. This is one of those I guess accessories that are might be good in theory but pretty useless. So I could live without this. I mean, if they knocked off the price for $10 and not included this prints, I'll be happy. And here you go, and they got the stand, which is I'm happy because the other hobbits, when I got them, didn't have the stand. Now, one thing that stands out about Asmus, as you all know, I'm a big fan of, is their tailoring. The costume, whenever they make something, especially Lord of the Rings or whatever the case may be, it is outstanding. So the I don't know if this is the right material that they use for the coat. It's more like a velvet type of material, but it's not too feathery, so to speak. And then I'm sorry, I don't know my fabrics. All right, so moving down, you can see his hairy feet. No ankle articulation whatsoever because of, it's more aesthetically pleasing to view it this way. But the downside here is that it's hard to have him stand on his own because he's flat-footed, and there's not a whole lot of motion that you can get there. So I mean, it is possible, but it's a bit tricky. So moving upwards here, you can see his coat it's nicely tailored. The fitting is nice. Everything is nice about this. I didn't remove the his jacket, so to speak. He got like a tie there of some sort. I didn't remove that because it's very few scenes in the movie that he didn't have this on. So I guess I'm gonna keep this on. But you can see he even has a vein on his leg there, and the hair is on his feet is more pronounced compared to the other hobbits. Now the face is beautiful. It's a bit it's a bit pale in my for my liking. It's not because of my light, trust me. It's just he's really light skinned. But it has more texture than Frodo, and I see the likeness is better compared to the other hobbits. To the other hobbits, they, as you know, they get they announce a slim version of version 2 of the head, which they released it. It was okay, but I was okay. I was fine with the old Frodo, with the likeness, because it's not like the second batch was spot on anyway. It's a little improvement, I suppose, if you want to call it that way. But this guy has more texture to him, and you can see the hair. There's a seam out there, so I'm not a big fan of that. But I guess they're making the most out of this. The hair looks like, well, it is a different piece than the entire sculpt, but you can clearly see it, so maybe they can improve upon this in the future. But I like the face better compared to the other hobbits, and if this is the cost of it moving, so you see I'm dimming down the lights here, so you can kind of see all the nice details and the clarity of his face, which is pretty good. You can see there, like the eyes, they improve a lot with the eyes and the paint application, and this is one of their newer figures as well, so kudos to Asmus for improving all the time. And Galadriel, if you've seen their new announcement, man, that if they can hold that level of detail on that face sculpt, man, it's gonna be good. I can't wait for the Aragorn then, because I've been with Asmus for a while now, and I've seen them go from just horrible to now, which is really good, and I hope they tackle more franchises in the future. But this is a good step. This is what, like a 2-3-year-old figure, and that is Thorin right next to him. You can see the size comparison there. Obviously, Thorin is gonna be a bit bigger than them, even though he's a dwarf and the other one's a hobbit. Is that Merry or Pippin? God damn it, maybe Merry. He's standing there. He's a bit taller, as you can see. He's bulkier because of the suit, because of the jacket that he does have, and the backpack. But they're the same height. But Bilbo is a little bit on the slimmer side, so I don't know if that's accurate or not. But height comparison wise, it's, as you can see, he's in scale as far as 1/6. So it'll look good in your display. But that should be it, guys. I'm really happy about this, that I picked him up. I passed on him so many times and I regretted it. There was a point where he was like $80 in Amazon. I still passed on it. I don't know what I was thinking at that time. But I actually love this figure. I love the line. I love Asmus. I love Lord of the Rings. Is he worth $170? No, I don't think so. But for the right price, if you can get him on sale, but then again, at the same time, for what 1/6 scale, which is licensed nowadays, is worth $170. Yes, he's on the smaller side, but Yoda is like $220. From Hot Toys. So it's up to you how big of a fan you are. I would say I picked up 2 Asmus toys, which I paid on my own money. A lot of people think that I'm just getting these figures for free, which is false. Actually, most of them I pay for my own money. Some of them they send it to me, but this one I did pay for my own money, and I am happy about it. I'm happy about that purchase. I guess it's because of the price. You always have to factor in the price and the character and the accessories ratio. So if you are planning to pick this up, I would suggest if you can pay for around 120 to 140, that would be more reasonable. So thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook and on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next review.